The Homeless Project hold lunches every 2 weeks. The meals are cooked for people that are struggling to afford food. Since opening, the volunteers are noticing more people rely on the service.
We've got our regulars who we've been seeing for about a year and a half, but a lot of those have actually gone down, but we've had lots of new people come in. So obviously over the course of the last year, we've seen lots of new faces. Yeah. In fact, today we've had quite a few new faces come in, and every time we have new people come in, we do sit there and talk to them, find out a little bit about them. And it's quite distressing to hear the stories of why they've become homeless and how suddenly they've become homeless more recently. So the numbers are definitely going up, because then it's the new faces that keep coming in which tell us that there are lots more new people on the streets.
It's estimated that over 4,000 people sleep rough every night. Mark Witcher volunteers at the project, and he explains why he got involved.
Originally, I was homeless back in the 80s. I spent some time in squats myself. I also had a couple of friends who'd ended up homeless recently, and then came across a project online, and somebody else I knew was volunteering here. So I decided to come up and see what I could do to help. And I've been coming up since end of last year, coming in every 2 weeks to help out, serving up and doing what I can to help, really.
Mark is one of many that has been homeless, and he understands firsthand what it's really like to be presented with a hot meal.
Well, I mean, that's the one thing you don't ever get. It was living in Kentucky's and McDonald's and places like that if you wanted to eat. I mean, we were lucky enough to stay in places for a little bit longer than maybe people do now. So we could get some money and get some food together. But quite often in premises where there isn't electricity, how can you get a hot meal? And this provides what people need, really.
According to the organisers, anyone is welcome if they're homeless, lonely or just finding it hard to afford meals. Rob Eccles is currently struggling to afford food, but he enjoys coming to the lunches.
It's somewhere wonderful to go to escape the bad weather, or in this case the cancer-inducing hot ray of the sun. It's a great place to go and have a chat with people and have some nourishing food. But I can't afford food at the moment. My ESA has not been as straightforward as I thought it was going to be.
Shabnam and Tabor set up the project around 2 years ago. Since starting, they've noticed how food can greatly influence a person's mental well-being.
You know, I think it's giving them a sense of normality, making them sort of feel that there are people in the community that care. And I think that's something that they sort of strive for more than anything. Is food is something that's great, but just to say hello, speak to them, listen to them, ask them how their day was. Those are the kind of things I think we provide, which is quite important.
Yeah, definitely. And we also provide them with essential items that they couldn't, obviously get from somewhere else. So we help them with other things as well.
Along with some hearty dishes, the volunteers hand out toiletries, clothing and even bedding. Kirstie Chambers, That's TV.